The third one is uh, reduce your concern. And he explained what he meant by that is concern is just daily worry, right? You
Yeah.
get up and you're worried about the bills, you're worried about the client. I don't want to use the word what if because we can use it more powerfully elsewhere, but it's just worrying about things.
Hmm.
And it puts a weight on you. It uses your mental capacity. It's coming from your subconscious, but it's always back there casting a shadow on what you're trying to do. And we all know that when we're in the zone and the worry and the criticism aren't affecting us, we can get just quantum amounts done, right?
Yeah.
So the third one was or the fourth one was commiseration. And of course, commiseration is when you get together, put heads together and go, yeah, that's right. That guy's a jerk. Yeah. And it compounds self feeding.
Yeah.
And I think the most important thing about commiseration is it is also a compounding thing. And
Absolutely.
and you generally control it. I don't know. What are your thoughts on commiseration?
Well, I think with commiseration, whenever you are with people who want to commiserate, like there's people who are looking for it. What's
Right.
something bad that we can latch onto and just discuss at the water cooler or whatever, and continue to compound with our conversations. Um, I think there's just people that commiserate in general, and if you have someone like that in your circle, it can be a life suck. Can
Right.
really take the wind out of your sails and change the way that you think in such a terrible way. And granted, there are bad things that happen in life, and emotionally, you probably should deal with them and recognize them and be aware of them. But commiseration is wallowing in it, right? It's prolonging
Yeah.
that that digestion of a topic. It's just like, what's the old thing that you hear when you're a kid? Don't swallow the gum because it sits in your stomach for
Oh,
7 years.
yeah. Yeah.
That's what commiserating is. It's the gum in
Yeah.
your stomach for 7 years, right?
Yeah.
And
I think there are two approaches when you're caught in it. Well, first is to recognize what am I doing here? And we all generally, unless we're with one of the people that you just described who relish commiseration, but we can try to alter the direction of the conversation.
Mhm.
In other words, take it away from commiseration towards something positive. And a lot of times people will follow you.
Yeah,
But you have to be careful when you walk into something. Maybe you're feeling positive and taking a positive direction. Somebody else comes in, influences you, and pulls you down the negative rabbit hole. So,
mhm.
yeah, commiseration is just a multiplier, and we all do it. It's interaction with other people, and we like to do that. You
Yeah.
know, it's in a
Well,
little
we
bit.
like to do that when we watch OU football and we're talking about the defense with Grinch, whenever he was at OU, and then we're talking about all the fouls and the penalties and all this kind of
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, and it just
Sidebar,
builds and
let's commiserate for a second. We lost to OSU. OU lost to OSU last weekend from when we're recording this. Uh, did you see the pass interference that wasn't called?
you know what? I saw every play of the game, and here are my thoughts. There were about 5 other opportunities we had. We could have won that game. One of them was that
There we
Walker
go. Flip
dropping
it
that
for me,
pass.
Martin.
I mean, it looked like pass interference to me, but it's like me watching an NBA game. I can
NBA
He
is the
fouled? What did
worst.
he do? Yeah,
Yeah, I
I don't
mean,
understand
talk
that.
about subjective.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think I had a ref one time for basketball, college ref come speak at Rotary one time, and he was kind of talking about fans' perceptions. And he explained some of the rules in subtle detail. I go,
Yeah.
oh, in other words, I don't know what the hell I'm yelling at because I don't know the difference between a foul and a non foul unless somebody's bullshitting
Refs are a
somebody.
special breed, I will say
Yeah.
that. It
Yeah.
takes a
And I have to
lot of
admit, I don't know.
courage to go out
But
there
we
and be
did get
yelled at.
robbed. I mean,
We
the guy
did.
obviously was on OSU's payroll, but we'll just leave that
Well, no,
alone.
I heard, speaking of commiseration and conspiracy theories, maybe we should add that into the C's. Um,
Yeah, hey, that's
because
good.
OU and Texas are leaving the Big 12, uh, they think that there's like the
Yeah.
refs are,
Trying to get
leaning
even.
against those two
Yeah.
teams, not
Yeah.
just OU, but Texas as well.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm done commiserating as an OU fan. Uh,
Let me one other thing. gossip falls in that uh,
Absolutely.
category of
Absolutely.
commiseration. Although I heard a great definition of gossip, and it was that's when you hear something you like about somebody you don't like. I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty good. But gossip is just immensely damaging, more so than just commiseration because it has an object
Mhm.
of a person. And so gossip is that's a G, so we can't add it to the C's, but we'll put it in the commiseration.
It's a funny thing, I mentioned that Tim Ferriss episode of Delegation with Sam Koros or whatever his name is. We'll get it right, and I'll link to it in the show notes as well. He hates gossip, and something that they do is they everything's public for their company. So, like, right now, I could go up and pull up, like, some of their SOPs if I wanted to online. But also, every single meeting that they have is recorded, including one-on-ones between managers and employees, and they're all made public. So
Ooh.
so talk about gossip being,
Yeah.
and they'll cut out, like, sensitive information from time to time, but you can go and watch a one-on-one. I mean,
It's like
that's gonna
that
get
commercial
rid.
with the recall flag, where people are arguing about who said what, and they get the review, the red flag, and
Yeah.
they come in and watch it. Anyway,
Yes.
that's pretty funny.
Yeah.